So following the result of the general election, the market has returned to somewhat normality. We've seen a little bit of increase in volume, a few more properties on the market, but really not very many. What we have seen in the last quarter is a strong surge in buyers. We have 17% more buyers in the market now and only 10% more stock. So obviously that disconnect is an issue for the market. One would have expected, with that in mind, for prices to start increasing. My view is that they haven't, and I'm a bit confused by it, frankly. What one would have thought with more buyers and less property is that prices would start shooting up or even going up. They haven't. That, in my view, has much to do with the new transaction tax stamp duty that was introduced by the Chancellor late last year. It has made it extremely onerous to buy property in excess of £2.5 or £3 million. Now, for the vast majority of the population in the UK, it's been great news. Frankly, in London, it hasn't been great news at all, and it has definitely slowed the market. There's a disconnect between what buyers are wanting to pay for a property, because frankly, they're having to come up with more cash, and a disconnect between what sellers are wanting to get for their property. They don't think the market's any different. It is, and the stamp duty has made that difference. So over the last quarter, prime central London is slightly up, 0.8%, which is pretty much flat. And frankly, it's been flat for about a year now. It's 1% up year on year. But if you look at a 2-year view, it's nearly 13% up over the last 2 years. So still a pretty good investment for anybody buying. Whilst there's not much excitement going on in prime central London in terms of prices, as always, there's a few hotspots. And a couple of those have risen to the fore in the last quarter. Pimlico. Pimlico's up 5% year on year. Pimlico is right next to Belgravia, right next to Chelsea, and has been a bit of an underperformer over the last few years. So people have got stuck in, seen it being a good area, great architecture, very central, and prices have risen. The same sort of thing goes with Earl's Court. Earl's Court is quite a small area, but it's right next to South Kensington, which is one of the most expensive parts of London. It's also on the doorstep of Earl's Court itself, Earl's Court Exhibition Centre, which is currently being demolished, and 12,000 new homes are being built there over the next 8 to 10 years. So for us, it's a big boom area. Property investors have always been an important part of the London market, and in prime central London last quarter, we saw 42% of all sales being made to investors. This is up from 32% a year ago. So this is a vote of confidence in London. It's a vote of confidence in the lettings market in London. It's a very active and powerful lettings market, with London attracting huge amounts of both local and overseas business people wanting to come and live and work in London. Returns on capital at the moment are between 3 and 5% for those investors, coupled with long-term capital growth, which over the long term has been exceptional. We see investors giving London a huge vote of confidence. The outlook for the London market. I think the question is, when will buyers get used to the new stamp duty arrangements? 12% is a lot of money, but will they really put their lives completely on hold and stay in a place they don't want to be in just for the sake of an extra few percent? It's of course a lot of money. However, I think buyers and sellers will come to an arrangement, obviously with the help of their estate agent, but they'll come to an arrangement and they'll understand that actually sellers have to probably take a little bit less and buyers have to spend a little bit more than they otherwise would have done to get the market moving. My view is that in time the Chancellor will look to reduce stamp duty and increase council tax, therefore getting the market moving again. London is and remains the most amazing city. It's a fabulous place to live and work, and it's renowned for its lifestyle. It will continue to attract people from all corners of the globe to come and add to our culture in London.